Welcome to your new fully customizable and reliable forecasting app, Sonuby Weather. My name is Julian, I'm the developer of Sonuby, and in this video I want to give you a quick introduction to the app's main features and how I plan to develop it further. Sonuby helps you get forecasts tailored to what you love doing and lets you view and customize those forecasts however you like. The first concept you need to know about is weather reports. A weather report only contains the forecast variables that are relevant for a specific area or activity. When you open Sonuby for the first time, the app is going to ask you to choose a weather report. Currently, there are 4 weather reports available: daily life, snow sports, surfing, and skydiving. And you can always switch between them later after you've finished the onboarding process. The first thing you'll want to do after completing the onboarding process is select a location for which you'd like to see forecasts for. There are 3 different ways to retrieve locations in Sonuby. The first one is to allow the app access to your device's GPS location. We can do that by tapping on Continue, tap on Allow while using app, and we will see forecasts for, in my case, Berlin. If you're looking for a location that is not your current device's location, you can tap the magnifying glass icon in the top right corner, which will open up the text search. And here you can search by name, by postal code or coordinates for any location in the world. Let's say we want to check the weather for Grindelwald. And as you can see, we will instantly get the search result for the search term Grindelwald. The third way to retrieve locations in Sonuby is map search. Let's say you're looking for a specific mountain near Grindelwald, but you don't know its name. What you can do is going back to location search, opening Grindelwald in map search, and now you can simply pinpoint any coordinate and retrieve nearby locations or select its coordinate to retrieve forecasts for that specific coordinate and altitude. Let's have a look at the forecast section of Sonuby. As I said in the beginning, Sonuby's goal is to provide you a personal and customizable forecast experience. The first step towards that goal is to provide different forecast formats. So some people prefer checking a 14-day overview, while others like to see the current day in all its details. If we look at the currently selected daily life report, we can see that there are 2 different forecast formats available. Up top there is Live Overview, which gives you an overview over the current day and the upcoming 2 hours for precipitation. Down below there is the 14-day overview, which, as the name implies, gives you a 14-day overview for different forecast variables. Let's customize your forecast experience. Assuming you're only interested in the 14-day overview, you can disable the live overview via display settings. To do so, you can open up the context menu on the right side of your screen by either swiping from the right edge of your screen or tapping the toggle button. And from here, you can access different new areas. And in our case, we want to tap the eye icon, which will bring us to the display settings. And as you can see, there are 3 modules: Live Overview, 14-day overview, and 7-day meteogram, which is currently disabled. And in our case, we want to disable Live Overview as well. And as you can see, there's now only 14-day overview visible, which is what we wanted to achieve. All right, now let's further customize the 14-day overview in order for it to show more forecast variables. We can do that by tapping on the settings button in the top right corner, then tap Configuration, and here we can see a list of all the available forecast variables for the 14-day overview in Daily Life Report. And as I've said before, we want to enable the cloud cover and UV index in 14-day overview, and we can do that by tapping the eye icon here and UV index as well. And going back, we can see there are now cloud cover and UV index visible. Let's also hide the context menu in order for it to not cover the 7th day, and now we have our personal weather dashboard. Now, if you want to use your personal 14-day overview to compare forecasts for your favorite locations, you can now swipe horizontally between your current location and your favorite locations. And if you're more into vertical comparison, you can switch over to list view mode, which will allow you to select the forecast format up top. Right now there's only 14 days available, and you can then vertically scroll through your favorite locations. So as you can see, Sonuby offers quite a huge amount of customization options, but we haven't even looked at the forecasts themselves, so let's do that. The different forecast formats like Live Overview and 14-Day Overview are just a starting point. They're all interactive, and if we want to dive into a specific variable for a specific day, we can just tap it. So let's say we want to see the temperature curve for Friday, December 20th, so tomorrow. We can tap on that specific day and variable. And as you can see, we now see a detailed chart for the temperature for that day. From here, you can further drill down into the hourly data by tapping on the graph itself, which will show you details for that specific time frame. And you could also go to the altitude forecast right from this screen, or the 14-day overview for temperature for Berlin. Or if you're interested in a daily overview with a dashboard for all the variables that are relevant to you, you can open up the daily overview. The amount of data Sonuby offers is quite extensive, and I encourage you to just tap around and see what hides behind the different areas. Finally, let's also have a look at the weather maps which are available in Sonuby. And you can reach them by tapping on the Maps button in the sidebar menu to your right. Right now we have selected a radar map, which we can interact with, like zooming in or zooming out. We can change the settings by going to the context menu and enable isobars in this example. And as you can see, they're now visible. We can also switch to a different map by going back to the context menu and selecting from a wide range of weather maps actually. Let's check out the UV index map. And that's it for the weather maps. Now let's have a look at what the future is gonna bring. My long-term vision for Sonuby is to make it the go-to forecast app for any weather and outdoor enthusiast out there. And by that I mean extending the already existing customization options, adding new reports, custom notifications, widgets, and so much more. If you like this project and want to support its further development, please tell your friends about it, rate it on both the iOS App Store and Google Play Store, and if you can, subscribe to the monthly or annual subscription. I would very much appreciate it, and thank you so much.